Hello kids, I'm back again with my new chapter 3 questions. A thought came to mind to a certain king. He thought he would never fail if anything if he knew these three things: the right time of an action, the right people to listen, and the most important things to do. The king sent messengers throughout his kingdom, and he promised a large sum of money to anyone who would answer these questions. Many wise men came to the king with their answer, but their answers were all different. In the reply to the first question, some said the king must prepare a timetable and follow it strictly. Others said it was impossible to decide in advance the right time for things. Therefore, the king should notice everything and do whatever seemed necessary and at particular time. Yet other things said that the king should have a council of wise men to tell him the right time for every action. Some others said that the king must have a magician. Only magician could look into the future and tell him the right time for an action. Equally different were the answer to the second question. Some said the right people for a king to listen to her were her advisor. Some said her soldiers were important for him, and so on. Third question, some said the most important thing was science, others said it was warfare, still others said it was religious worship. All the answers were so different that the king was not satisfied. He gave no one any reward. Now he decided to seek the advice to the certain hermit who was known for his wisdom. The hermit lived in the woods which he never left. He met none but some common people, so the king put on simple clothes before reaching the hermit hut. He got off his horse, he left the horse with his bodyguard and went on alone. As the king came near the hermit hut, he saw the hermit digging the ground in front of his hut. The hermit greeted the king and continued digging. The hermit was weak and old, and he breathed heavily. The king went to the hermit and said, "O wise hermit, I have come to know from you the answer of three questions: how I can learn to do the right thing at the right time, who is the most important people for me, and what affairs need my most first attention." The hermit listened to the king, but he did not say anything. He went digging, and "You were tired," said the king. "Let me have a spade and dig for you." "Thanks," said the hermit. He gave a spade to the king and sat down on the ground. When the king had dug two beds, he stopped and repeated his question. Still the hermit gave no answer. He stood up, stretched out his hand for the spade, and said to the king, "You can rest for a while. Let me work." But the king did not give him the spade. He continued digging for a long time. The sun had gone down behind the trees. At last the king stuck the spade in the ground and said, "O wise hermit, I came to you to know the answer of my question. If you have none to give, please tell me so. I will go back home. It's getting late. Here comes some running," said the hermit. The king turned round and saw a bearded man running towards them. His hands were pressed against his stomach, from which blood was flowing. When he reached the king, he fainted and fell to the ground. The king and the hermit removed the man's clothing and found a large wound in his stomach. The king washed and covered the wound with his handkerchief, but the blood would not stop flowing. The king dressed the wound again and again. At last the bleeding stopped. The man felt better and asked for something to drink. The king bought fresh water and gave it to him. By the time the sun had set and the air was cool, the king and the hermit carried wounded man in the hut and laid him on the bed. The man closed his eyes and lay quiet. The king was feeling tired by the day digging. He lay down on the floor and slept all night. When he woke, he was the bearded man looking at him. "Forgive me," said the bearded man in a weak voice. "I do not know you. There is nothing to forgive you," said the king. "You do not know me, but I know you," said the bearded man. "I am an enemy of yours. I have sworn to have revenge on you because you put my brother to death and seized our property. I knew that you had come here. I had made up my mind to kill you on way back. But the day passed and you did not return. When I came out of my hiding place, your bodyguard recognized me and wounded me. I escaped him, but I would have died if you would have not dressed my wound. I wished to kill you, but you have saved my life. Now, if I live, I'll serve you as your most faithful servant. Please forgive me. The king was very happy to have won an enemy so easily as a friend. He forgave him and said that he would spend his own doctor to look after him. He also promised to give him back his property. Leaving the wounded man, the king went to the hut. He looked round the hermit before going back. He wished once more to ask the hermit for answer the question. The hermit was sowing seed in the bed that had been dug the day before. The king went up to the hermit and said, "O wise hermit, for last time I beg you for the answer of my question." "Your question have already been answered," said the hermit. "Have been answered? What do you mean?" said the king. "Yes, look here," replied the hermit. "If you had not had helped me yesterday and had not dug these beds for me, you would have gone away. Then that man would have attacked you. Then you would have wished you would have stayed here with me. So the important time was when you were helping me in digging the beds for me. And I was the most important man at that time to do me a good as most important business. Later, when the man came running to us, the most important time was when you were nursing him. If you would not have dressed his wound, he would have died. You would not have won him as a friend. So he was the most important person at that time. What you did for him was the most important business. Remember, there is only one time that it is important, that is now. It is an important time because it is only now when we have any power to act. The most important person is one with whom you are at a particular moment. You will never know what will happen in the future. You don't know whether you will ever meet that man again or not. Thus the most important business is to do that a person good, and for this purpose alone was a man sent into the world. Thank you.